Welcome back, students, to the lecture video on basic civil and mechanical engineering. So, in the previous topic, we discussed about the different classification of IC engine. We discussed about the internal combustion engine as well as external combustion engine, and also we briefly saw the classification of internal combustion engine further into spark ignition and compression ignition. So, based on the type of mechanism by which combustion takes place, it is classified into spark and compression. So the air fuel mixture is ignited with the help of a spark plug. It is called a spark ignition. Petrol engines use this type of principle. The air fuel mixture is ignited by compression. So that's called as a compression ignition engine. Diesel engines work on this principle. So now we'll see in detail the working of each type of engine based on the type of ignition. This classification is based on the type of ignition only. So based on the type of ignition, IC engine can be classified into spark and compression. Now we'll see about the spark ignition engine. So the fuel used in a spark ignition engine, as we discussed, is petrol. So what happens in a spark ignition engine, we'll see. So if you watch this image closely, first what happens is that in the intake valve, air and fuel mixture is compressed inside the piston. So in the chamber, what happens is that the air fuel mixture is injected. So once it is injected, as you can see, once it is injected, when it is compressed. So after the compression, what happens is that the spark plug will ignite. So when the spark plug ignites, what happens? Combustion takes place. Combustion is nothing but burning. Combustion means burning. It burns to an extent such that the piston is pushed down. So when the piston is pushed down, mechanical energy is transferred. So that mechanical energy is used to run the transmission shaft and so on. So that is a different concept. So what happens here? We'll just discuss that. So when the air fuel mixture is ignited, piston is pushed down and the burnt fuel is sucked out through the exhaust valve. As you see that closely, so right here, it is pushed through the exhaust valve. So this happens with the help of two valves. So one is the intake valve and another one is the exhaust valve. If you look closely, two valves are there. One is intake valve and another one is exhaust valve. And also there is a rotating part like this inside the internal combustion engine. So what it is called is, it is called as a cam. So camshaft, particularly this part is called as the cam. So what purpose of cam is to open and close the exhaust valve. So opening of the exhaust valve is done with the help of cam. It get back to its original position with the help of a spring arrangement. As you can see here, there is a spring arrangement which will push the cam shaft and also take the valve to its original position. So this opening and closing plays a major role in the automatic working of the engine. So once the air fuel mixture is pushed inside the cylinder, it starts to compress and the spark is ignited. The air fuel mixture will combustion takes place, and what happens is that the exhaust gas is pushed out through the exhaust valve and then it will be going through your exhaust system. So other than this, what happens is that when the combustion takes place, the piston is pushed down. This rapid process causes the entire working of the automobile engine. So to give you a quick recap of the working of the spark ignition engine. In a spark ignition engine, the spark plug will ignite the air fuel mixture, and this ignition will cause the combustion of the air fuel mixture, and then the entire process happens. What happens is that piston is pushed down. This movement causes the crankshaft to rotate. You see the image closely. There will be a crankshaft. This crankshaft will rotate. This rotation is again transferred to the transmission shaft. So from the transmission shaft, the engine will start to run. So this is regarding the spark ignition engine. I hope you understood the major difference here. Only difference here is that spark plug will be present. So now we will move on to the compression ignition engine. We will discuss in detail in the next lecture video. Thank you, students.